One of the downsides to being in love with a narcissist is that they are usually an addict of one thing or another, frequently drugs, booze, porn, and sex with whomever. And usually in the beginning, people, empaths, people that I coach think that if the one that they love could just get free of that addiction, they'd be the awesome person that they know the narcissist is capable of being. That's before they really fully understand. That's before the empath really fully understands how toxic pathological narcissism is. We're not talking about somebody who's insecure and therefore a little bit arrogant, about their looks or something like that. But we're talking about pathological narcissism, which has completely consistent patterns, and they're really just there to destroy you. But they're so attractive and offer such good things, and they seem to really love you, and they know how to make you feel good. You think that they're really loving you, but what they're doing in the beginning is setting you up so that they can just pull the rug out from underneath you and make you feel really terrible. In the beginning, they enjoy your sweet, beautiful, happy energy, but really what they want to get to is your devastated energy. And then they just suck your life force right out of you if you don't know better. So I hope you're listening to this. They're not going to get better when they temporarily quit their addiction, because it is temporary. And narcissists, I'm going to say the horrible thing, but it's the truth. They never, ever get better. Not in your lifetime. And you've got to save yourself. And it's only going to get worse and worse and worse in the world that we're in right now. Things are just spinning harder and worse. And the evil side is on its way to losing, and so they're fighting harder. So you need to fight harder to take care of yourself, because I'm going to say it this way again. The narcissist will not get better when they quit their addiction. They will actually get worse, and they will continue the addiction. They just hide it from you. But when they are hiding it and they can't access it while you're with them, and you may glom onto them and work really hard to try and help heal them, they're going to hate you even more. One, because you continuously on a daily basis tell them, whether you're saying it directly or indirectly, even if you're doing it in a loving way because you're trying to help them, you're telling them that they suck and that they're a bad person. And they know this intrinsically, but they don't want anybody else to discuss it. They want to be idolized. So that's going to be bad for them. You're going to be holding the line, and you're drawing a boundary. And anytime you draw a boundary with a narcissist, it pisses them the bleep off to no end, because you're denying them the thing that they want the most, which is your life force energy. They will never be normal. They will never get to a point where you can work things out with them, ever, because the whole point is they don't want to work it out with you. They will never want to work it out with you. They just want you to be miserable. And when they do not have regular access to their addiction of whatever it is, they will start to act out, because all the hatred and self-hatred and evilness and oozing darkness will start to pop out in ways that they normally use the addiction to soothe and cover and contain. And when they don't have that, they're going to fucking lose it. And their whole life is spun around in many ways with many different people in many different circles, so a bunch of which you probably don't know about. They're going to lose it. So if you, this is hard. If you really love somebody, they may tell you that they have already kicked an addiction. And so therefore giving you hope that they will kick the addiction that you think is what's fucking up your relationship. But they will go back to either that addiction or a different addiction. And either way, it's going to be bad for you, and they will take it out on you. So the more that you fight their addiction, which is really their coping mechanism, the worse it's going to be for you. And with a normal person, addiction is not my specialty, but with a normal person, it's possible for people to kick addictions and be nice people. Personally, I would be 100% wary of that because of seeing too much. And there's no room for error anymore. There's like no room for second chances. There's no room for do-overs. There's no room for mistakes. You've got to take care of yourself and anybody who is under your charge, whether that's children or animals or elders. And that really includes you. I'm just going to say it. Take really good care of you because you're valuable. And a narcissist will eventually try to tell you that you're not. And that's when you know you have to go. Be very careful about leaving. And go to my YouTube channel and watch the video on gaslighting. It's a long video. It's got a ton of information in it, and it explains gaslighting, and it also explains to you in detail what's going on and how to get out. And if you're watching this because you care about somebody who is involved with a narcissist and you don't understand them and you don't know what to do to help them, that's a great video to watch so that you get more insight into what's going on and how crucial it is for their safety that they are the ones that figure out how to get out. Don't try to boss somebody around ever, period. It's wrong. You're violating a spiritual law. It's a violation. If you can help rescue somebody, that's great, but they've got to tell you how it's going to be safe for them because they know the narcissist, they know the abuser better than anybody, and they know where they have a teeny little window of opportunity if it's gotten that bad. If you were stuck in a relationship with an addict, I'm going to give a straight up piece of unpopular advice to just back out of it. There's too much going on. And if you are not enmeshed with them already, be loving with them, but don't be involved with them. And I'm not sorry. I want you to be safe. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be well. If you have survived all of the shit that has gone on for your whole life, but then especially in the last couple of years, you're a miracle. And things are going to continue getting harder. So you do not need to be weighed down. You need to cut the cords and dump the baggage that is not yours. If somebody is actually a good person and they can go off and do their own thing and get unaddicted and come back to you, then, okay, you can reconsider then. But I highly advise you to just let them go. And then let life and the divine protect you and carry you forward to do the things that you need to do. If the person that you're with is a narcissist and an addict, basically they are, period. You've got to get yourself out of it. Do not give up. Do not give in. And be very, very, very careful about how you extract yourself from that relationship. Because when you go to leave, that's the most dangerous time. It is the most deadly time. And I don't mean emotionally deadly, I mean physically deadly, like murder. That is when most women are murdered by men, their partners, who claimed that they loved them so much. So it's really, really crucial. It can be very dicey. And if you have been through that and you are a survivor, I applaud you. And if you need any help, if you're looking for support and guidance and inner understanding, and maybe to understand the other person without hashing things out with them, because that will never help, that's what I do. I understand this, and I am here for you. And I have a group program. I do one-on-one mentoring. I've got the YouTube videos. I'm on TikTok. Please, if this is interesting for you, please subscribe, hit the bell so that you get all the notifications, and share this with somebody who it might be helpful for. I want to grow, and I want to help as many people as possible. And those are some little ways in which you can actually have a really positive impact for helping to get this message out. The more subscribers that I have, then the more I can do live videos, and things can just be by donation. But I've got all sorts of different entry points and different courses. So I have a huge toolkit for self-healing, holistic healing on my website at peacockandpaisley.com. And you can access that through a membership. You can access separate individual, like smaller courses that are all under that umbrella. But if you only want to do like one course at a time, check it out. Some of the courses are about grief, because that is so hard when you leave somebody that you love, 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 love. Just because they're a fucking shit doesn't mean you haven't loved them with your whole being. And when you separate, there's some really serious grief. So there's a course on grief. There are some simple tools and techniques like cutting cords, which is a spiritual practice that is surprisingly effective, and it's kind of the basis of actually really ridding yourself, freeing yourself from the net of that terrible toxic relationship. And like I like to say, you can love them from a distance, but don't send them energy, because they've been stealing it all this time. They don't deserve it, and it will help them to reconnect to you, and you don't want that. You want to have a complete spiritual disconnect, because healthy relationships have healthy boundaries, and those boundaries are strong and enable both people to be connecting in a healthy way. And at the same time, nobody's trying to override the other person, so it's never a problem. A good person will honor your boundaries. They will honor you. They will enjoy you enjoying yourself, and they will enjoy you being yourself. That's really important, because you have probably, if you've been in a toxic relationship, you have undoubtedly been verbally abused, emotionally abused, and then all the other abused. But the core of narcissistic abuse is trying to make you feel like a piece of crap. And it's not true. You're a valuable human being. You're a beautiful spiritual being having a human experience, and you do not need to waste any more time with anybody who does it anything less than honor and love you. Not with I'm sorry's, not with anything where they need to apologize, not with anything where they say, I was just joking. That's bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And you deserve gold. You deserve beauty and love and support and friendship and laughter. And if there's an issue, you deserve to have a healthy interchange about what's wrong and how you can both work together to make it good. If that's not happening, switch out. You deserve to be able to have a good conversation. You deserve to be able to say to somebody, that bothered me. And have the other person say, I am so sorry. And either I messed up or whatever the problem, I didn't realize, they should realize, but for them then to actually make a change. So that's one strike. No second chances. You can tell, if you're dating somebody, if you're starting a new relationship, you can tell them, no second chances. Don't mean to be, harsh, but I am, because I deserve it. I'm protecting myself so that I can be happy and enjoy my life. And that's what you should say to yourself every day. I love you. You deserve goodness. And you're taking care of yourself. So, many blessings. This is Heather Kate, spiritual coach for the creative soul at peacockandpaisley.com. And I encourage you to join, subscribe, like, share, and get involved, because there's support and love here for you. Many blessings, lots of love. Peace.